Thank you, Vern. As a boy, Desmond Bishop idolized 49er linebacker Lee Woodall. In fact, that's why he's playing the position today. But wearing the red and gold, not what he expected just a few years ago.
Some days I wake up and I'm in a situation, I'm like, I'm too good. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm dope.
Desmond Bishop sometimes is at a loss for words when trying to explain why he's fighting for a roster spot in Santa Clara.
Mendenhall, loss of football, picked up by Bishop.
Bishop recorded 8 tackles, recovered a fumble, and won the Super Bowl with the Packers in 2010. He signed a $19 million deal the following year. But a serious hamstring injury in 2012 forced him out of Green Bay. The 49ers are his 4th team in 4 seasons.
I think like maybe a week before I got cut, I was really thinking like, I'm about to be the Ray Lewis of Green Bay.
But Ray Lewis was a first-round pick. Bishop was selected in the 6th round out of Cal. Guys from Hunters Point neighborhood in San Francisco usually don't end up at Cal, much less the NFL.
Actually, one of my first games as a Pop Warner, we played in Candlestick Park. I can see Candlestick Park when it was up. I can see it from my bedroom window.
While Candlestick Park symbolized hope of an NFL dream, there was another landmark in Hunters Point just as famous for different reasons. Bishop's Corner still stands today.
My grandfather, who passed away, rest in peace, he came from the South, and he bought property and he bought a store. And this corner store was like the hangout for everybody. And that's where like everything in the neighborhood that was the heart of it. That was the middle point. Everybody came there and did they business there. And it got a reputation as just being tough because everybody there, you had to be tough to be around there.
One of those tough guys was Dennis Bishop, Desmond's father.
I pulled up some police reports from, I think it was like 88, and read it, and I was baffled that my dad, like, this is my dad, and he's not, of course, he's not like that today. He's very, calm and mellow, but he's
grown up.
Yeah, and he instilled that, like, I don't know, it's a certain kind of toughness.
But that toughness was not innate when it came to football. And Dad, a former player in the USFL, did something about it.
It was a kid in our neighborhood by the name of Kenny Brown. And it was like a hill. And, first day with pads, like most kids, I was scared to, hit. It's not like natural. So I was putting my hand in the way, hurt my finger. I was, shying away from contact. And so he got the idea to get Kenny Brown, the toughest kid in the neighborhood, fully padded, put him at the top of the hill, put me at the bottom of the hill, and he ran down the hill, and I had to take him on.
I had him run my kids over till they were crying and bleeding and snot running out of their nose.
Eventually, I started taking them on. I realized I could do it, and then by the end of the season, Kenny Brown didn't want no parts of me.
Well, Kenny Brown gave Bishop his toughness. His mother, Sherry, might have saved his life when she decided to move the family away from Bishop's Corner.
One morning, it was a shootout outside. It was a guy out on the ground murdered. And it was, for a kid to experience that. And it's funny because I kind of normalize it, kind of normalize it as part of, whatever. But my mom snatched me up, and like 2 days later, we moved up north to, a better situation.
That better situation was Fairfield High School, and the start of a successful football career derailed by injury. Bishop signed a short contract last December with the 49ers, but was looking for work in the offseason. Once again, family stepped in.
My auntie is a season ticket holder, been a season ticket holder for 30, 40 years maybe. Unbeknownst to me, my mom and my auntie collaborated to bombard Trent with email after email, like breaking down my stats, telling them all about me, like that I'm healthy now, and that all I need is a chance. I was kind of taken aback. I'm like, why would you do that? But at the same time, I was like, hey, it might work. 3 days later, my agent called me and said the Niners want to bring me in for a workout.
Bishop hopes to make the team for his family and the biggest kid from Hunters Point.
This is like Kenny Brown running down the hill at me. So I took that on, nothing, you know what I mean? It's whatever, I'm ready for whatever.
Now, Bishop says he wants to restore Bishop's Corner into something more positive influence on the neighborhood. Right now, he's interested in restoring his football career, and you'll see that coming up at 5 o'clock right here on KPIX. Vern, back to you.